Hello. Today we're going to be discussing Tor. Tor is an online anonymity network for surfing the web. Tor was developed by the U.S. Research Naval Laboratory in 2002. Tor works by concealing the identities of its users through onion routing, which encrypts data and then randomly moves this data through a network. Let's begin by going to Google and putting in Tor. Select the Tor website, and as you can see, there's lots of files and news stories that you can look at from the Tor website, but we're going to go to downloading Tor. So just go ahead and click on the Download Tor button. Tor is available on a wide variety of platforms, including Linux and Mac. Click the download link for PCs or the other links for Mac and Linux. Once it's completed, we will begin installing it. The Tor download has been completed, and now we will install the folder. It automatically defaults to your download folder, but instead I'm going to switch to the desktop folder. The files have been extracted and a new folder appears on our desktop. After opening the folder, we can see this icon for starting Vandalia. Double-click on the icon to start the program. After clicking on this icon, the program will attempt to connect to the Tor network. Once the network has connected, Firefox, a web browser, will pop up, and it will say, "Congratulations, this browser is configured to use Tor if you have successfully connected to the network. Your new IP address is displayed below." To see our network, we click on Network. And this is the network that we are currently interacting with. This bar shows all of the computers we're connected to throughout the world. We can also see how we're interacting with the network. Currently, we are interacting with the network as if we were simply a user. We could change our interaction to being an exit node or just another node on the computer network. We can also change our identity on the network by clicking New Identity, and this will make our appeared IP address to be different than our original IP address. We can do this multiple times. You can see this new IP address by refreshing the screen on Firefox. Now, there are some things that we need to do on Firefox to ensure our anonymity. The first thing that we need to do is go into Options and disable JavaScript. JavaScript can be used to exploit different programs and websites to see your IP address. The next thing we need to do is go to Privacy and change our cookie settings so that we no longer accept any cookies. This will keep websites from tracking us. Additionally, we can go to Advanced and change our cache settings to 0 so that we are no longer saving any data on our computer. The next thing we need to configure is NoScript. NoScript is a program that comes bundled with Vandalia package, and it makes sure that the different scripts that can be used to see your location are no longer able to be used on your system. You can go ahead and click through all of these different scripts and disable them. This will ensure that you will not get tracked. However, depending on the scripts that you click, it will disable some of the features that you are normally accustomed to when accessing the internet. So you can make it as strict or as loose as you like. Next, let's try out the normal web and go to Google. Here we are in Google. Let's type in something to see how this works. Let's type in news. Well, it looks like this IP address has been blocked from Google. Let's see, I think I'm gonna try Yahoo. So yeah, let's go to Yahoo. As you can see, it looks like Yahoo's working just fine. You can see the top news stories and the weather and some stock options here. Let's try Hulu and see how that works. Looks like Hulu is running all these scripts that our NoScript is blocking. So unfortunately we can't access Hulu because it is not safe for browsing. So next, let's go to the Tor recommended search engine and let's look at some Tor web pages, and they all have the .onion suffix. So let's look up some .onion stuff. Now, .onion, as you can see, is a pseudo top-level domain host suffix, so it's not actually a DNS name. But with the right proxy software, such as Tor installed, you can view it, and it's an encrypted page. So let's next go take a look at .onion lists. These are lists of .onion websites that you can visit on the Tor network. Here's some right here. Let's just select a random one. This one looks good. So you copy, you open up a new window, and you paste the .onion site, press enter, and after a small loading time, the .onion website will appear. There it is. Now, if we were to try to find this website on the normal internet by typing in this address that we have on the Tor network, we wouldn't come up with anything. So let's take a look and see at how that looks. So we'll go to our normal web browser here. Paste in the address, and as you can see, we get searches for it, but no matter how many times we paste it, or even if we paste it after the www, since the .onion is not an actual DNS name, it will not appear. So we have to be on the Tor network to see this page. One thing to keep in mind when using a Tor network is there are still several vulnerabilities that exist when using the network. This is a list of the known vulnerabilities that affect the Tor network. The bad apple attack is when an individual controls multiple computers on the network, and they can use those multiple computers to track the information flowing through the network. The exit nodes of the network are inherently vulnerable because they must connect to the internet. Unless there is encryption going on between the exit node and the address of the website that you are trying to see, this will be able to be detected and monitored by someone outside of the network. Leaking IP addresses exist in all different kinds of forms through all different kinds of software, so it's recommended to use very strict protocols when interacting on the Tor network. The JavaScript exploits we've discussed earlier, but just to go over them again, JavaScript is known to be a very convenient exploit for people to use to track your IP address when accessing different pages. I hope this tutorial was very informative. Please have fun. Thank you for watching, and be safe when browsing the Tor network.